It's Subverted Tropes, a podcast about movies, featuring your hosts Daniel Spencer and Kate Harlow.
Welcome to Subverted Tropes. My name is Kate.
My name is Dan.
And we are here on a very momentous day. We are going to talk about the Halloween classic Hocus Pocus, which Daniel's never seen.
This is true. So I'm 29. I've loved Halloween and the Halloween aesthetic, be it scary or kind of silly, for every year of my life. And yeah, somehow this movie has just evaded me.
I feel like at a certain point in time, you have to actively be avoiding it because there's just no way.
No one has ever offered to show me the movie, and I feel like it's a movie that I need to watch with people.
I'm people.
And that's why we're watching it.
Here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Hocus Pocus was released in 1993. It is billed as a cross-genre film, mixing comedy, horror, and fantasy.
It actually has horror elements in it?
It does.
I'm surprised by that based off the little that I know.
Well, it's not something hiding under your bed and opening your chest up, but it's, if you get into the details of it, which we will.
I have a lot of things hidden in that chest. I really should just go ahead and bury it on a beach before a monster opens it up and finds all my secret treasure.
Or secret shame.
It's a lot of shame.
The film was directed by Kenny Ortega, not of the Taco family, as far as I know. My research did not give me a definitive yes or no, but I'm saying because there was no definitive yes, I'm thinking it's a no.
Fair.
It is the story of a trio of witches. They are sisters.
The Tortilla Sisters.
Yes. No, that's not right either.
Oh, that's right, because he's not with the Taco family.
Not the Taco family. They are accidentally reincarnated 300 years.
Hold up.
Yep.
Let's go back to those two words. Accidentally reincarnated.
It's part of the plot, man. You haven't even seen it yet, and you're tearing it apart.
It does, spoiler alert, happen to Jason Voorhees at the beginning of Friday the 13th, Part 5, Jason Lives.
You just ruined...
Or no, that's Part 6. Sorry, Part 6. It's at the very beginning of the movie.
You just ruined our Friday the 13th.
No, our Friday the 13th is going to be ruined by our maintenance men who are going to come into our apartment and work on some duct or something.
They're going to celebrate with us, because we're not turning off the movie.
Oh, hell no.
No. Anyway, as I was saying, accidentally reincarnated 300 years after their deaths in Salem, Massachusetts. The film was written by Neil Cuthbert and Mick Garris, and it was based on a story by Garris and David Kirshner. And again, I have to say, this film is 26 years old. How have you not seen...
It just fell between the gaps for me. I don't know. Again, a lot of that shame in that shame chest of mine is for movies that I haven't seen, particularly horror movies or Halloween-y movies that I haven't seen. This one being one of them.
All right. Well, we are officially kicking off the Grand October Movie Marathon with this.
We are. That means that we do have to watch horror movies for the next 2 nights, though, if we're officially kicking it off. We've got to pick out other ones, just little extras to watch.
I think we can manage. I think we can do
yes.
that. And besides, we had to do this today because there have been rumors of a sequel spiraling for many years with a 2014 Disney project being referenced as possible proof, even though that was later debunked. It, however, was a Tina Fey written and headed project, which I'm still waiting on with bated breath. The entire original cast has expressed their desire to return to the story. And today, September the 28th, 2017, it has been officially confirmed that it is happening. They're going back. The witches are back.
To Logs Hollow.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
To Sleepy Swamp.
Nope.
To the spooky fog town.
It's literally just Salem, Massachusetts. It's not like a small weird subset.
That's very disappointing.
The story was conceived one evening by producer David Kirshner. He made it up as a bedtime story for his daughters. He said that they were outside and a neighbor's cat wandered by, and he decided to spin a tale about a cat that was once a boy who was changed into a feline. Originally, the film was optioned to be a Disney Channel original movie.
That I can believe.
Yes, but Walt Disney Studios decided that the script was strong enough and could pull enough big name actors that they wanted to make it a major production. And they tried. They really, they did. But originally, the leading role of Max was offered to Leonardo DiCaprio, who decided to go with the much cheerier "What's Eating Gilbert Grape" instead. Quotes suggest that he was offered more money than he would know what to do with, but still decided not to go with the project.
Pretty amazing.
Rosie O'Donnell was also considered for the role of Middleist sister Mary, but declined the role over concerns about playing a character that kills children.
I'm sorry, hold on.
I'm sorry, you said it wasn't a horror movie?
So I'm learning a whole lot about this movie. I did not realize that there was child death.
Yep. Yeah. There is. Actually, what O'Donnell had said for many years was that she didn't want to play a, quote, scary witch. That was what I had remembered when I started doing the research for this.
But then she signed on to do the Flintstones.
I know, it was horrifying. The more specificity of not wanting to play a character that kills children makes a lot more sense for why she decided to turn down the project. That role then instead went to Kathy and Jimmy.
And she's the one who really saw career success after this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she blew up.
Literally?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, Kathy and Jimmy actually had been such a super fan of her future co-star Bette Midler that she had snuck backstage at 2 separate concerts in the attempt to meet the Divine Miss M. One time, she was dressed as a bunny under the guise of a singing telegram.
I'm sorry. What?
She dressed up as
she
a bunny.
She snuck backstage.
Yes.
Dressed as a bunny for a singing telegram.
Yes.
What did that song sound like? Pay no attention to me. I'm sneaking to meet my idol, Miss M.
I'm pretty sure that was exactly it. It was beautiful. Midler was cast following the success of Down and Out in Beverly Hills and has frequently cited the film as the most fun she's had in her career up to that point. Actually doubling down on that this past 2008 in an interview with the BBC, is saying that it was one of her favorite projects that she's ever done. And with a career like hers, that says a lot.
It does.
Actually, in her Divine Intervention tour. Yes. Tour. In her Divine Intervention tour, she actually revisited her character of Winifred Sanderson, and her backup singers, known as the Harlettes, appeared dressed as the other 2 sisters, Mary and Sarah, and the 3 of them performed the film's version of I Put a Spell on You.
Oh, that's right. I do know that I Put a Spell on You is in this movie, which I freaking love the Screamin' Jay Hawkins version.
Then you're not going to be able to tell the difference.
And I also really love Tim Curry's version off of his 3rd studio album, Simplicity.
It's true. He does. He loves it.
He also covers the Zombies' She's Not There, a truly, truly stellar song.
Yes. Speaking of zombies, Billy the zombie, it's a character that you are going to meet very soon, is played by Doug Jones, who's actually a much more well-known actor than you might have guessed. He played Abe Sapien in Hellboy and its sequel. He is the body behind the Pale Man in Pan's Labyrinth as well.
Oh, all right. I love this guy.
Regrettably played the Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four.
You didn't need to tell me that. I had respect for him until you said that.
Well, no, he was one of the gentlemen in Buffy, which are really scary and really cool.
Okay. Are the gentlemen similar to the Silence?
Yes, actually, very much so.
Cool.
Very cool. Production. On set, Midler was followed around by 2 assistants at all times with dictionaries of old curse words. There were 9 different cat actors or cactors.
Hold on one second. I want to go back a minute to the dictionaries with old curse words.
Yeah.
I just feel like I just love the idea
I wish you could see him struggling with the bookshelf right now.
I mean, we don't need to go behind the curtain that much. Just something along the lines of, call Miss Midler, maybe you should call them a debauched fish. maybe that would be good. Or perhaps a dunghill cur.
Yep. Just imagine that being your job, though. I would love that job.
It would be pretty great. This would be a great time to call her a bed swerver, Bet.
The movie was released in the summer of 1993 rather than the fall, but there was actually a method to this madness. For those keeping track, 1993 was also the year that The Nightmare Before Christmas and Addams Family Values were released. Similarly, neither of those movies did critically well on initial release, but have also become cult classics in the intervening years.
Because they're amazing works of cinematic masterpiece.
I'm not arguing that. I'm just telling you.
No, I know. I'm just like, that was a good year for for spoopy movies.
Spoopy?
Spoopy.
Spoopy movies. Despite mixed reception upon the original release, the film has moved on to become a cult classic. And I'm going to just say this is my own little personal rant here. Arguably, it's for the fact that it's literally on 24/7 through the month of October. If you have cable and a remote, you can find Hocus Pocus anytime between October 1st and October 31st.
And that's the thing, is that in my adult life, I haven't had cable until very recently. I've just never seen the point of getting it. And then there were several points to get it. So, yeah, that's, I guess, maybe another reason why I just haven't ever seen the movie.
The film was released to VHS in September of 1994. It came to DVD in June of 2002. And it has since made it to Blu-ray. I haven't found a date on that. I don't think anybody cares.
I mean, we purchased it on Blu-ray.
We did that.
So it came to Blu-ray September 24th, 2017.
And because of that, because of dedication, much like ours, each October combined sales consistently top $1 million.
Wow, that is impressive.
In the mid to late 90s, the film was shown annually on ABC and Disney Channel before ABC Family, which is now Freeform, brought it into the lineup for the 13 Nights of Halloween in the early 2000s. The 2009 broadcast reported to have reached 2.5 million viewers, and it was later topped in 2011 when the October 29th airing became the most watched program of their lineup at 2.8 million viewers.
Wow. This thing has some staying power.
A little bit. Numbers pulled from IMDb put the film at an estimated 28 million budget, which translates to $47,179,765.99.
That 99 cents tells you that it's a bargain.
The gross profit at the time was $39 million, which converts to approximately $66.5 million in today's money.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. Though film critic Roger Ebert notoriously ripped the film apart. He is specifically quoted as saying, "Hocus Pocus is a film desperately in need of self-discipline. It's one of those projects where you imagine everyone laughing and applauding each other after every scene because they're so convinced they're wild and crazy guys. But watching the movie is like attending a party you weren't invited to and where you don't know anybody and they're all in on the joke but won't explain it to you."
That's kind of how all of my parties go, though, so
I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
I have more fun facts, etc., but since you haven't seen this yet, I'm going to hold on to those.
All right, so we're going to go watch the movie and then come back for some fun facts and me to finish talking about how my mind has been blown.
Yes.
Great. Well, then, we'll be back, and let's all go to the lobby. Well, that was a lot of fun.
I'm really glad that you think so.
That was, like, the Halloween aesthetic that I loved as a kid of just, like, not scary at all, but hitting the jokey, scary stuff.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Ripley. We have a special guest with us.
Her name is Ripley. She was not turned into a cat.
That we know of.
Talk to us.
That you know of.
That I know. I mean, she can't talk to us. I know that.
I think she does. I think she has plenty to say.
I feel like she's got plenty to say, but if she were able to speak English, she would say, "Give me food," all the time.
I think she has a much better vocabulary than that.
There would be a lot of swear words.
It's true. Okay, so all these things that I looked up and found out, and I think a lot of these I knew over the years. I couldn't tell you because you hadn't seen it.
I know. So let's get into it. Hit me
Okay.
with them fun facts, girl.
Fun facts. Okay, Billy is originally supposed to call Winnie a bitch when the stitches on his mouth were cut, but he felt that was too racy because the ongoing discussion of virgins, lots of virgins, and eating children is not. But that's when he decided to change the word to wench. And then he added the flurry of insults that came after because, as he actually says, he felt that after all that time, he would have a lot to say.
I mean, that's fair.
When Winnie takes a stage at the town dance,
And does a flawless rendition of Screamin' Jay Hawkins.
he's
I put a spell
lying.
on you.
He's lying.
The words were clearly the exact same. The music was a little
Nope.
bit different. Wait,
No.
no, switch that. The music was kind of the same music. It wasn't quite as awesome and horn heavy as the original, and then the lyrics were almost entirely different.
Yes.
I had a lot of opinions about that.
He has a lot of opinions about that. But she says, "Hello, Salem. My name's Winifred. What's yours?" That is a direct reference to another film that she was in earlier that year, Gypsy, where she played Mama Rose, who says, "Hello, world. My name's Rose. What's yours?"
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right. The actor who played Max's dad, Dave, his name is Charles Rocket, and he also is one of the people who dropped an F-bomb on Saturday Night Live in 1981.
Oh.
And as a joke referencing that specifically, when Max is asked how school was and says it sucked, Dave says, "Watch your language."
That's great.
Yep. And though the movie takes place on Halloween, October 31st, 1993, that fell on a Sunday. So
They went to school on a Sunday? Awesome.
yes. Additionally, the Salem witch trials actually ended in May of 1693.
In May.
In May.
Oh, Billy died May 1st. I remember seeing that.
He did.
But the witches also said that it was precisely 300 years.
Yes, which would put their original death at October 31st of 1693.
To be fair, maybe their original death wasn't part of the witch hunt. Maybe the witch hunt itself had all ended, and then they were like, "Nah, we're going to let those Sanderson sisters go." Wait a minute. No, we're not.
Additionally, during the very, very clever "It's Daylight Saving Time" bit that Max pulls,
Yeah, they understood that. Like, they understood what that was, but that
no,
wasn't...
I don't think they did. I think
Okay.
they understood that there was a light shining on them.
Fair enough.
But it was actually true. October 31st of 1993 was daylight savings time. But in Hocus Pocus, the sun rises at 5 a.m., despite the fact that it wouldn't have been up for another hour.
Brilliant.
Yes. So, I mean, it's those little details that matter, but yeah,
Don't
not
matter.
that much.
Yeah, we're having fun.
And the last fact that I think you just need to know and love and appreciate is that, yes, there is a porn parody. You're welcome.
Is it called Heinous Penis?
I refuse to look up the title.
Okay, well, I'm about to look up the title.
Hocus Pocus.
Suckus fuckus.
Actually, another fact is that that is Sarah Jessica Parker's real singing voice in Come Little Children. And
Oh, wow.
the writer of that actually later went on to compose the epic love ballad My Heart Will Go On.
Oh, damn.
Yes. And Sarah Jessica Parker actually also found out that she was related to a woman who was arrested during the witch trials but was not executed.
Well, that's good.
So,
Also, the porn parody of Hocus Pocus is just called Hocus Pocus XXX.
flawless.
I prefer Heinous Penis.
I like Hocus Pocus.
I mean, I think they're all solid choices. All better than Hocus Pocus XXX.
Hocus Pocus Tokyo Drift.
Hocus Poke you with my penis.
We're getting right to the point.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to flag this as content warning.
Yeah, well, yeah. Let's discuss some tropes.
Okay.
So one thing, it's hard, I think, to pick out tropes in a movie that is specifically 100% based in magic.
Agreed. But we do still have a few ones, like the Ditzy Blonde.
Yeah, no, there's
In the
definitely
case of Sarah Sanderson.
the Ditzy Blonde, a power trio.
Yeah.
I think with one very hard-headed, smarter leader, one ditz. I don't know. I don't really know what to qualify Mary as, I guess.
A series of fat jokes.
I don't really.
Maybe not a series of.
I was going to say, I don't feel like
there's a couple of them.
There was a couple, but surprisingly, I don't feel like they made as many fat jokes about Mary as I might come to expect from a lot of other mainstream movies.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which I welcome and appreciate.
Definitely.
Not to say that there aren't some, which is disappointing, but you know. We as a society have a lot of room for growth.
We do.
I love the literal use of song for "I Put a Spell on You."
Yeah, yeah. I like the now that I've avenged my person's death, I am going to die and meet up with them in the afterlife.
Yes, there is that one. There is skeptic is made believer.
There's parents are completely useless and don't believe the kids.
Not just parents, adults in general.
True.
All,
Very true.
All adults. Old men are sleazy on Halloween.
Oh yeah, the devil
And the bus driver.
And the bus driver. Ooh, yeah.
Both gross. Both
Ew.
gross. Product placement.
Was there product placement?
Clark bars.
Was there?
And DuPont Stainmaster.
I feel like having a Clark bar.
I feel like... No, I don't feel like cleaning the
I feel
carpet.
like soaking a Clark bar in DuPont.
I don't.
And
Nope.
then-
Nope.
No, it's a bad
Nope.
idea. Bad
Nope.
idea.
Change my mind.
All right, never mind.
Listeners,
Listeners, please don't try that at home.
don't do it. Have a Clark bar though. They are delightful. Subverted Tropes, brought to you by Clark Bars.
And DuPont.
Clark Bars.
Soak them in DuPont.
Send us money, please. There is the harping on virginity because that's not a thing in America.
Right.
We don't have virgins.
The idea of virginity itself is dumb to me, but
We as a society have a lot of room for growth, and it's just so difficult and frustrating and annoying.
yeah.
It's one of those, I didn't see Hocus Pocus until I was much older, and I am a little bit more grateful for that because I know that would have been a sticking point for me. Had I seen it when I was in high school, I would have
Definitely.
found that to be very much off-putting.
Yeah.
To the point where I really just wouldn't have been able to enjoy the rest of the film. Wise talking animal.
Oh yeah, wise talking animal. The whole at first you don't like me, but now because I did this cool thing, you like me.
We went through a difficult thing together.
That's right.
We saw the eye of the book open, which implies there might be a sequel,
There might.
which was announced, and I'm really excited. I think that's all. I think that's what's good.
This movie was really delightful. Like it just felt very fun and lighthearted, and I am kind of bummed that I hadn't seen it before.
I am bummed about that, but I'm psyched that I got to share it with you.
I'm very excited you did as well, but it was just like, I don't know, it's got a great Halloween aesthetic to it, and is one that I'm very excited about sharing with any future children.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And I understand that Halloween Town is similar.
Oh, yeah, we got to get
and
you
is
some
another
Halloween
one that I
Town.
have not ever seen. So we need to fix that too.
We can and will.
Yes. All right, well, that's going to be it for this episode of Subverted Tropes. Thanks so much for listening.
And we hope sincerely that you will follow us and like us and just be our friends on
Just
the
be
internet.
our friends. We could love some friends.
We got a Twitter. I don't remember what the handle is.
I think it's Subverted Tropes Cast, but we'll figure that out.
By golly, it is. Nope, it's not. It
No.
is at Subverted Tropes.
It's Subverted Tropes.
And if you Google Subverted Tropes Cast, you will also find our WordPress
WordPress
blog.
account. Perfect.
Blog.
So, tune in to our Twitter. Tune in to our blog and read our podcast. That's the right way to do that, right?
I think so.
Perfect.
I think we got it.
All right. Well, thanks so much for tuning in, and we look forward to talking to you next about. We're probably going to get into our month full of spooky movies, so get ready and let's have some fun. All right. Thanks so much. Good night.
Bye.